easy. Standing here smiling for the camera has been the tough part. Let's start with you, Sherry. How'd you feel?
I felt great out there. It was a little hard to get back into it after our first throw, but we got into it really good, and we kept the program the way we wanted to.
Chris?
Same thing. I think just to focus in after the miss is pretty hard. You know, you have to concentrate on the program and let it go. So we just let the program take course and just let everything happen, and we held it together. It was good.
It's a tribute to you, Sherry, that you did just that. Tell me why you missed, in your opinion, and then how you regrouped.
Well, I think it was just a timing thing going into it. You know, I was like, okay, do it. And I was just focusing on getting the triple-triple after, because it's one of our harder things in our program. So I just focused, and it worked for us.
Paul, I'm going to swing all the way over here, and Paul, you tell me, as you watched from a coaching perspective, how you saw the performance.
Well, I think that between myself and Diane Eagle, their choreographer, Sherry and Chris have been skating a year together now, and I think just the fact that they're here, the experience of being here at the Olympics and everything, I think Diane and I both feel that it was a great performance that they did tonight. They worked themselves through like true competitors, and I think we're both very pleased.
Very pleased. They have an enormous amount of potential, and my dream when I first met Sherry and Chris was that they would be at the Olympic Games, because I knew they're going to be the champions sooner or later, and this is just sooner. They have incredible potential.
And the best news of all is we only have 2 more years till the next time around, so congratulations to the four of you. It was a wonderful show. Let's throw it back upstairs.
All right, Ron, thanks very much. It's going to be fun to watch their progress in the next couple of years, because they've really come out of nowhere, just skating over a year, and imagine skating so well in the Olympic Games. We're into the 4th warm-up group out of 5. Of course, the leaders, the top 4 pairs, are in the final group. You're looking at Peggy Schwarz and Alexander Koenig of Germany, and they will be the first skaters up. The warm-up has concluded, and we will be set to go momentarily. Schwarz and Koenig in 8th place going into the long program. They're from Berlin. She's 20 years of age. He's 25.
Well, here's another team that struggled at the European Championships 2.5 weeks ago. The pressure was on to make the team to come to these games, and I'm hoping that now that that pressure is off, like their fellow teammates who skated earlier and skated well, that they can do the same.
Well, this is a team that has struggled with inconsistency, and we've seen them practice and think, wow, they're looking good, and then they come out and they can't pull it together when it counts. So let's see if they can. They're skating to missing in action. Side-by-side triple toes are next.
They're not off to a great start. They struggled with the opening twist. It really came down pretty hard, and then with the fall there in that side-by-side jump, they now are going to have to regroup if they want the rest of this program to go well.
Paul, we've watched these two practice at least a half dozen times in the past 3 weeks. They always have trouble with that twist, and if they have trouble with it, the rest of the program seems to just get set off in a negative fashion.
Well, here's another throw, triple sound, and she did a nice job on that one. So perhaps they've managed to pull themselves together, and hopefully the rest of this program will go well. little thing that they've had go wrong so often. Something as simple as a little pull through 3 jump, and she loses an edge, lost concentration, and down she goes.
Near the beginning and came back to do a beautiful throw triple sow-cow, beautiful throw double axel into side-by-side double axis, and then kind of had troubles toward the end again.
Schwarz and Koenig back with their marks after this. Peggy Schwarz and Alexander Koenig awaiting their marks. They were 3rd in the world in 1987, so this is an experienced pair that has had success in the past, but they've clearly struggled for the past few years. 5th at the Europeans. They were the bronze medalists this year at the Skate America Championship in Oakland, which will also be the host for the World Championships. Those marks for technical merit, perhaps a little higher than I might have expected, considering the difficulties they did have, up to 5 4s. And the Canadian judge, German judge, and the judge from the unified team as well at 5 4.
Well, this is a case where everybody likes this team. They do some things very, very well. And aside from these mistakes, if they could just put together a solid program, they could definitely be back in the medal hunt. But with the inconsistency, there's no way that can happen.
Second set of marks, and the judging inconsistent as well. They have 5 first-place marks right now. 1 judge has them rated 3rd, 1 4th, and the American judge has Schwarz and Koenig 5th. But nevertheless, they have enough first-place ordinals so far that they are in first place.